Well, hello and welcome to Together Forward's YouTube channel. I'm Annette Blankenship. In keeping with the season of Thanksgiving this week, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to show our team some appreciation. Last week, we talked about how gratitude helps us to achieve our goals because of 2 chemicals in our brains called dopamine and serotonin that make us feel good and motivated. If you missed last week's video, check it out in the links below. The point of last week's video was that once we feel grateful for what we have, then we're motivated because we're in a good state of mind. Now, when we're in a good state of mind, reaching our goals becomes so much easier. In the same way, showing appreciation for your team members also increases their feelings of well-being and motivates them to be more productive in your business. Why? Because it all boils down to what humans need at the basic level. We need people to care. When you truly care about your team, you'll listen to their needs and you'll create a safe place for them to work. This creates motivation and loyalty in them that will help you to retain and make them want to work for you even when times get tough. So stay tuned as I share my top 5 ways to show your team some appreciation. Start by defining what appreciation is. Appreciation is a feeling of being grateful for something. It's the ability to understand the worth, the quality, or the importance of something. In 2021, the number of people quitting their jobs reached a record high of 4.4 million in September of 2021. The highest industries were technology and healthcare. So is it any wonder that the pressures of the technology industry increased as companies worked feverishly to create remote options for their workers so they could stay in business? And healthcare workers worked around the clock to make sure that patients were cared for after COVID-19 took its toll. So with the increased workloads and so much pressure, a lot of employees experienced burnout, and millions of people voted with their feet by quitting their jobs, sometimes without having another job in place. Now, there's an all-out war for talent today, and organizations are seeking ways to attract and retain people like never before. Many believe that the Great Resignation is an employee's revolution against bad bosses and companies that refuse to take care of their staff. And now I'm reminded of an old saying that has been said, people don't quit jobs, they quit their bosses. While bad bosses are not always the primary reason for an employee leaving a company, as I look back on my conversations that I've had with people that were quitting their jobs and my own reasons for moving over the years, there did seem to be a theme of lack of appreciation by the immediate bosses. Whether it's a lack of purpose because the relationships had not formed or just an all-out lack of trust in the relationship, showing appreciation for your team can bridge that gap and not only increase their well-being, but can also to help them sleep better at night. Also, it relieves their stress. Another benefit that it also boosts their work performance and interaction with you as their boss because it helps team members feel valued, connected to a greater purpose, and a sense of overall loyalty as they become emotionally connected to their boss through that authentic relationship. When employees know that their hard work is appreciated and recognized, they feel respected, trusted, valued, and those feelings lead to employee loyalty. They know how hard it is to find bosses that truly care, and so they want to stay, and their motivation to work for you is even harder, even when those times get tough. Everyone likes to be appreciated, and appreciation creates a unique company culture that naturally strengthens employee relationships and creates an environment that people feel safe in and that they want to be a part of. So here are 5 things that you can do to make your people feel more appreciated starting right now. Number 1, set up a feedback loop and implement the feedback. Everyone wants to know how they're doing on their job, and so if someone is doing well, we should affirm their strengths as their managers. We should help them to discover what it looks like at that next level, and then we should challenge them with increasingly difficult responsibilities to help them learn to grow. When employees aren't doing the best job, We need to help them to discover their strengths and their weaknesses, and then define those in an improvement plan together with them as an act of kindness. Because helping others to understand where they're falling down or where they're going wrong is valuable feedback that can save them years if they aren't in the right job, or if they just need to increase their skill set needed to do the job successfully. Leaving them on their own doesn't serve the team, and it's not enough to just say, hey, you're doing a great job, or you need improvement. You're going to want to be specific so that they know how to action that feedback. They're either going to want to do more of the good stuff and less of the bad stuff. And creating that feedback loop also gives you a way to know what your employees are really thinking. If we listen carefully, then we'll hear them whisper things that aren't exactly where they would like to see them. But if we don't hear them when they're whispering, we can be sure that we're going to hear them when they're screaming once they've had enough and they decide to leave. So creating improvements based on their feedback is going to go a long way in creating loyalty and in retaining valued employees. Number 2, quality time. Spending time with your team is a great way to show appreciation. It helps them to bond to you in the team format. One way I did this with my team was to set aside in the first 15 minutes of my team meetings and dedicating it to what I called the one good thing. I'd go around the room and I'd ask my team members to talk about the one good thing that happened that week. This time will allow your team to express something good that happened over the course of the week, whether it's business or if it's personal. And it would always be good to hear what was going on with others. And then there were also times that they were dealing with things and they weren't able to articulate or bring anything to the table that they thought was good. And then that's when the team would be able to help them out by reminding them of something good that they saw that person do that week. And it was very encouraging. Relationships and team building all at the same time. And sometimes we would just simply have lunch together. Everyone would just bring their own, or we'd order pizza, and we'd just have some time together in the break room to just build those authentic relationships. Other times we might go out and celebrate birthdays or work anniversaries, or during lunch or after hours. And building these times into our schedule and intentionally listening and working towards bonding with each other, each member of your team on a personal level, just shows them that you care about them more than just being one of your workers. And that's really what you want to do to build these relationships with them. Number 3, gifts. Giving small gifts of appreciation, like, $5 gift certificates from Starbucks or their favorite candy shop. It just makes them feel appreciated when they've gone the extra mile or they've reached some sort of milestone. Or bringing in breakfast like biscuits or donuts, that helps them to feel appreciated. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It's the thought that really counts. Other ways to give gifts are time off, or chocolate, or raffle drawings placed randomly throughout the month. Just set aside some time to be together, play music or games, or just raffle off something. Also, writing thank you notes about what you specifically appreciate about them is another way that's small, but it's big in the way of helping your team members feel appreciated. You don't have to say much. You just have to say, thank you. I appreciate the way you handled that customer, or I appreciate the way you hold the team together with your gift of encouragement. And handwriting these things and leaving them on their desk just helps you to build that relationship of trust and appreciation. Number 4, removing roadblocks and noise. When your team members are crazy busy, just helping them to get some quality time to get things done can make you a rock star leader. Redirect their calls for a period of time, allow them to work from home or to use your office so that they can hide and get that major deliverable done. When they run into roadblocks, just simply helping them to work through to a solution. Maybe you just ask them a good and challenging question so that they can go and solve it on their own, or just going to bat for them when necessary goes a long way. Okay, number 5, smile and make eye contact. This one sounds simple, but you'd be amazed at how many managers hardly even look up from their phone to discuss an issue or turn away from their computer. Making eye contact and giving them your full attention as they talk to you about things helps them to just feel like you care. Smiling helps them to feel safe and does so much with their respect towards you. As you can see, these are simple things that you probably already do with other people that you value in your life. And extending that to your team and just showing them that you value them works in the same way in work relationships as it does in your personal life. So keeping their emotional bank full of deposits will help you go far in building that high-performing team that will help you achieve your whole organization's goals. And it's going to set you apart as the preferred employer, because if you really care, then you'll take care of your team. And I hope this gives you the motivation that you need to start incorporating the habit of gratitude into your team so that you can retain your talent, help your employees feel a part of something bigger than themselves. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button. Every like helps us to reach new people. And if you want to see new videos on leadership, strategy, and project management to help you with your business or career every week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Also, please let us know what your top leadership, strategy, and project management challenges are so that we can make some new videos in the future with your feedback. Thank you for watching. I'm Annette Blankenship, and I'll see you in the next video.